Now to an NBC 10 I-Team exclusive. The overdose epidemic in southern New England, 90 people dead in the past 4 months alone.
Doctors say a relatively new drug can help opiate addicts get clean and stay clean, but not everybody can get it. Some doctors say they're on a waiting list. I-Team reporter Katie Davis follows up on this tonight and sees why it's time to change.
I fell in love with the feeling of them. Kept taking them and taking them and taking them.
5 years ago, Roy Barber was taking at least 5 OxyContin pills a day just to function, enough to kill most people. His addiction began when he was prescribed Percocet for a tailbone injury. I got highly addicted to them. And next thing you know, I moved up and then went to OxyContins. Your tolerance got higher and higher. And eventually, I was at my breaking point. He tried to go cold turkey in the past, but says he quickly found himself back on opiates. 5 years ago, he started taking a relatively new medication called buprenorphine, designed to block the cravings. He places strips of the brand name medication Suboxone under his tongue once a day. In the 5 years, I've never relapsed at all. Suboxone and similar medications are opiates, but they don't get addicts high. Instead, they block the cravings in the brain. But buprenorphine is still somewhat controversial, and it's heavily regulated, limited to just 100 patients per doctor by federal law.
I could shut down today and open up tomorrow as a pain clinic doctor, and I could have 1,000 patients on OxyContin. It makes no sense at all.
Dr. Skip Sviokla works with Barber and some 300 other patients as part of a team of doctors at Medical Assisted Recovery in Warwick. Sviokla lost his license after he became addicted to Vicodin while working as an emergency room doctor. He wrote a book about his journey and now specializes in addiction medicine.
I was very successful. I was a very lucky guy, beautiful family, great job, beautiful home, all that stuff. And I went down just as hard as anybody else.
He believes there's no reason to limit buprenorphine prescriptions as long as doctors are specially trained and patients are tested for other drugs. And he's not alone.
It's not a cure. It's simply a tool that we have in treating addiction, and a very, very effective one.
Addiction nurse Pam Shear runs Assisted Recovery, a Cranston clinic that also offers buprenorphine through specially trained doctors. She says the overdose epidemic in New England means it's time to take a second look at the 100-patient limit.
It's like a wheel that keeps going and it keeps picking up dirt and you can't stop it. This is like, it's a bad train wreck.
Walls at the Cranston clinic are covered with letters addicts write about their experiences, many saying Suboxone changed their lives. Treatment professionals say without it, many addicts find the cravings never completely go away.
Opiate addiction is for life. Once the receptors are open to that and exposed to that, the ship doesn't come back into the harbor.
But people like Roy Barber say there is hope.
I'm a better worker, I'm a better father. Suboxone isn't going to do it just by itself. You're going to have to want to.
Actually raising the patient limit would mean changing federal law. That would be an uphill battle, but it's something an increasing number of doctors believe may be worth fighting. Katie Davis, NBC 10 News.